Hey guys, welcome and welcome back. Quick nail check. I have really short ones. I actually tried these with a press-on tab this time, so they're kind of like they don't fit as well, and they are definitely like kind of like coming off the edge. But you know what? I tried heat treating them this time, and instead of lasting 30 minutes, they have now lasted 3 days, so not bad. Anyway, today I'm coming to you with a new video about this pen here that newly arrived in a local store for fountain pens in my area, and it is the Faber-Castell Poly. And this comes in a range of different nib sizes. It's pretty new. I searched on Reddit, and I think the earliest one that I could find was about like a month and a half ago from today. So really, really new pen on the market. You know, Faber-Castell has a very curated lineup of their pens within the Faber-Castell line, and then an even more curated version in their Graphon Faber-Castell. So this pen was new to me, and I asked the shopkeeper, hey, I haven't seen this one before, and she said we just got these in. So really excited to use them. And I've wrote with Faber-Castell before, and I really like the way that they write. They're usually very juicy and smooth pens. So I'm going to talk about this guy because, spoiler, this was actually kind of a disappointing experience, but you might like it. So let me go through the pros and cons. First off, really nice lightweight pen. It has the silicone matte finish. It feels really nice. The spring is also super easy, super springy. And you've got a nib like this. And I was told that it may or may not be like the Hex. You have this slightly triangular grip here, and it has these ridges, so it's not slippery at all. And the great thing about this pen is that it comes in a variety of nib sizes. So the nib grades go from like fine all the way to broad, which is really, really great. Like this pen is about $20 before tax, and it's got so many modalities to it that like that's an easy pen for someone who like wants to try out an extra fine, wants to try it out broad, etc. Like you've got it in this. And this one I got in the broad. And you can see that on the nib. And it looks like a nice round tip. That's the kind that I like. I like broads that are more round versus broads that are more like oblique shaped. All right. So does it post? That's the other one. And it does. Post pretty securely. I really like the feeling of this pen. We're going to do a little bit of a writing sample. Okay? So this is let's move it up here. Faber-Castell Poly. And this is in the broad. What I am using today is Trouble Maker Inks Milky Ocean, which is a really, really lovely color. It sometimes shows up as this blue, sometimes it shows up as a purple. Really pretty. Okay. Move this up a little bit. Yep, still in frame. And let's do some figure eights. Oh, what is going on? Okay. That was a weird. All right, so forward and reverse. Forward versus reverse. Okay, so what are my notes on this pen? One, it is dry. It is so dry for a broad. Like I've been trying to use it I had this like little mini conference this week, and I kept on trying to use it, being like, can I break this in? Does this nib just need to be broken in? It is just dry. And Milky Ocean isn't particularly a dry ink. Like I would say this is kind of like middle of the road. So this is way drier than expected. And this is paired with the fact that it's dry and it's feedbacky. So there is like a toothiness to it. I'll not speak for a moment and I'll just do this and then you guys can hear it. So you would have heard that. There's like a shh sound. It's quite toothy. It's dry. It's feedbacky. It's also not really broad. Like look at that. That's kind of like almost like a medium, I would say. If I were to compare it, for example, to like a different broad, so let's compare it to this TWSBI. Oh, you see that difference is crazy. And then let's compare it to a medium as well. So let's compare it to these two mediums. So this is a Rotring Core. I love this pen. It's so nice. Although am I out of ink? No, I'm not. Okay. That's the same as the medium there. And then this one is oh, I wrote the same word, broad, but this one is also not a broad. This one is the 05 from just like a Platinum Plaisir, which is the same as a Platinum Preppy. Anyway, the point I'm trying to say, this is actually an M, is that these are really similar. So yeah, it's just kind of disappointing. I think the most especially, it's like if it was just dry, or if it was just thinner than expected, I would be like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. But the fact that it's dry and it's thinner and it's super feedbacky is just not really a fun experience. Now, I'd only bought one of these, and my friend also bought one, so I need to actually consult with her to see, hey, does yours actually feel the same way? Although I'm pretty sure she bought it in like a finer, extra fine. So maybe they're not as comparable. And in addition to all that, this is also, it's a standard stainless steel nib. It is very like stiff as a board. There's no give to it whatsoever. Just no line variation, which is fine. I'm not mad about that, but just not that great. I don't know. But if this is the kind of pen that you normally like, you normally go for, like, try it out. It is on the relatively inexpensive side for fountain pens. Totally understand that like ball pens are way cheaper, right? But I just wouldn't recommend this. I would only recommend this if maybe you really enjoyed like a dry writing experience and you liked a lot of feedback and toothiness in your pen, and you also preferred it a little bit more on the fine side, then like, yeah, go for it. But this is definitely not for me. I was kind of really sad about the way that this performed, because I think I had such high expectations because it was Faber-Castell, which is kind of like an irrational, unreasonable expectation, right? Because of this sort of like brand loyalty. But overall, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd give this like pen, and I wouldn't fail it. It writes, right? It does the job. I'd give it like a D plus is in my marking scheme for this. So yeah, if you guys have this pen, let me know if yours is different. I'd love to know if yours was different, because then maybe I'd get a second one and I'll be like, is it just this one's a lemon? Who knows? Yeah, let me know what you think. This also comes in a bunch of different colors. It's really pretty, actually. So there was I don't remember the other two colors, but there's this one, the pale iris blue, that's like really pretty. My friend got one that's almost like a mint green. That one's also quite nice, but they're all in these like muted pastels. All right, so anyway, with that, I'll see you guys later. Bye.